What is, in your opinion, the current issues? What are the current issues facing the meetings industry?
So, honestly, the meeting industry is not living a great time in the sense that there are so many different meetings, okay, and different trade shows. And there are budget restrictions, and so people really have to choose the right place where to go in order to do the right investment. And many times companies are not able to measure the ROI that attending to either a conference or a trade show may bring to their company. So this is probably the let's say the most difficult part of our industry. The fact that we really have to show how important are our events, how important Congress is, and how important meetings one to one, the face-to-face meetings are, and just really bring facts and figures to the highest management of corporate clients and association clients in order to let them really reinvest in meetings. And the other issue that I see is that more and more there is a great competition coming from different emerging markets. And so people really need to find new ways of presenting conferences, presenting their meetings, so that the attendance might remain at a good and acceptable level.
Are the changes from point of view as a PCO in the organization of a meeting?
There are so many different points and aspects that we are changing, that we need to face every day. First of all, the fact that people are even more accustomed to go into the social networks on the websites. So many times there are people that are willing to meet on the web because of budget restrictions. So we really are facing a period where we need to bring new ideas, new formats, and in order to involve both sponsors and attendants and participants. So we are really facing a period of changes, and I believe also that the old model, the model that we are facing as professional congress organizers in order to present our services, have to change. And probably nobody has the right solution in this very moment. We are all trying to find new ways of presenting our services and approaching clients. But for sure, things has to change. And another big issue is the fact that even more associations clients are getting accustomed to have a profit from the organization of events. And in the last years, the market brought us to really guarantee, a minimum to clients, which sometimes is really not possible. And this cycle might be really very dangerous. So I believe that we all together, all the stakeholders, together with the clients, with the associations, with the corporates, we would need to find the right way to organize events, because it can't be risky for anybody of the chain. And so we need to really reinvent a way to collaborate.
What would you say are the positive trends that you recognize or see in your region?
Well, I come from Italy, and my company has different offices all over Europe, and one office also in the US, and probably new offices are coming. And we see that for Europe, it has been the last probably 10 years has been growing, and now it is a real mature market. So people need to reinvent, the way to present their destinations, the way to present their services. And so what I see that is a positive thing is that due to the emerging, competitors, both in the Middle East and Asia, and also the South, the Latin American countries are really emerging a lot. So I believe that the positive thing is that we need to reinvent us. Okay, so this is really some energetic power that is coming to ourselves, and we are all here trying to really also to struggle sometimes to get new business. But what I believe is positive is that you have to activate your brain.
How would you say Southeastern Europe region has reinvented itself?
Well, first of all, as you can see, for example, here in Conventa today, there are small details that might make the difference. And for example, today I can see that the furniture, of the trade show is made by wood, very simple wood fruit basket of wood. This is something new, but this is also something that gives us the idea of the green. Of going back to tradition, of reevaluating, let's say, the products, the local products. And for me this is important, and so probably Europe should really find new ways of reevaluating, the culture that we all have, and really taking advantage of it in respect to other emerging markets that are different from us.
What would you say is the right sponsor match for the conference? And did you implement in your work any new innovative opportunities?
Okay. Well, sponsors activity and really fundraising is the most tricky ones in our job for sure, and there's not a model or a secret to obtain a good balance between sponsors and type of sponsors, and but I think that the first thing to do is just going back and looking at your event, at your conference, and see what is really different from the others. Okay. Today the offers, for example, in different medical sectors or also in different market segments is so much. There are so many events that sometimes you lose the sense of one specific event. Then I think that you have to go back, look at what you're different, look at what you're really offering, which is not easy to find, and concentrate on one specific topic. So when you're looking for sponsors, you have first of all to involve them, engage them in your project. And what, for example, my company is doing, and what I'm doing in my office, is not just presenting our offer to sponsors. I mean, many years ago, we were preparing a sponsor prospectus, and we were, going outside and doing the mailings and trying to involve, sponsors. And yes, honestly, sponsors came without not so much, work. Nowadays, everything is different. So we are not preparing a sponsor prospectus, but we are meeting with all different, stakeholders, with sponsors, potential sponsors, and we are asking them and talking to them and try to realize and construct and build the event together. So it's not anymore a relationship, a detached relationship, but we are all involved into the success of the event. So this is probably a new approach, which just asking clients and sponsors what they want to get from an event. And this is our new, approach.
More involvement.
Yeah.
What is the motivation to visit a congress? Do you think this will change in future, visiting congresses and so on?
So the challenge is really, as always, the budget. There are great restrictions in budgets, so not so many people are, allowed to attend events. Also from medical meetings, I mean, corporate and pharmaceutical companies do not have the power or really the economic, feasibility to invite doctors to attend meetings. Sometimes it's not possible due to, restrictions of codes of ethics. And so it really, it depends according to the different sectors. But for sure, the motivation has to be found in what the event is offering. I think that probably in the future there will be less events, but with great contents. Nowadays, the quality and the contents are really the ones that can make the difference and make people, attend. And for sure, what we are doing is trying to reach the largest audience as possible. And in this respect, social media are helping a lot. New technologies are helping a lot. And we are really facing, new challenges like apps or, new mobile applications or different technologies and technicalities that can help us. But for sure, motivation is really to be found in the contents. If an event is important, can bring something, can add something, really bring an added value to the person, then people are really willing to attend, and sometimes also they're willing to pay for it.